People a second to log in. Okay, we'll get started. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the City of Gloucester Zoning Board of Appeals, July 8th, 2021, remote public meeting. This meeting is recorded by video and audio in accordance with state open meeting law pursuant to Section 20 of Chapter 20 of the Acts of 2021. This meeting will be conducted by remote participation. Additionally, all votes taken by the Zoning Board of Appeals during this and future remote meetings will be by roll call vote. If you're calling in on a phone, you can press *9 to request to speak, or if you're watching on a computer or device, there's a raise hand button that you can press to request to speak. Please use either of these options. I recognize board members, Catherine Schlichty, Michael Nyman, Adria Pratt, Peter Canavo, and myself, Joe Parisi. 5 members present. I'll declare a quorum. For the record, this is a remote Zoom meeting, ID number 816-1547-2083. And our first order of business will be the approval of the minutes from the June 24th meeting.
I move approval of the minutes for June 24th.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to approve the minutes. Roll call vote.
Ms. Slichty,
Yes.
Ms. Pratt,
Yes.
Mr. Nyman,
Yes.
Mr. Canavo,
Wasn't present,
present.
so I was not present.
Abstain?
Yeah.
And Mr. Parisi.
Yes. The minutes have been approved. So we have 3 orders of business tonight. The first
Mr.
one on the
Chairman?
agenda. Yes,
Would you like to do the minutes for the site visit for 6/26 as well?
certainly. Yeah, we can do that. Everybody got those. They were both sent out together. Look for a motion to approve the site visit minutes.
Move approval of the site visit minutes of June 25th.
Second.
Made and seconded. Roll call.
Ms. Pratt,
I was not present and I am recused on that application, so I'm abstaining from vote.
Mr. Nyman,
Yes.
Mr. Canavo,
Not present and recused.
and Mr. Parisi.
Yes,
Sorry, Ms. Slichty,
Yes.
and Mr. Parisi.
yes. So those minutes are accepted also. So we'll first take up in order on the agenda, the petition of A1 Construction Solutions Corp. Seeking a special permit under 1.9 to alter and expand a non-conforming structure in 2.3.1 number 6, change of use 1 to 3 family to allow an attached addition to existing structure to create 2 additional units at 18 Grass Street.
Mr. Chairman, if I-
Yes, Mr. Sanborn.
yeah, this was one that we looked at for the last meeting, and it needed to be amended and re-advertised for some issues, and I don't remember exactly what. However, this morning was delivered to our office a complete application with that amendments, and they were expecting to get on the meeting tonight. I had no chance to even review this package that came in this morning, and I know none of the board members have received any of this information. So I just want to put that on the record that it was delivered this morning, about 9 o'clock this morning, I believe.
Yes, I was included in that too, and I agree. It's going to move anyway. There is some significant changes to the plan and the addition of a request for a special permit for parking in the front yard. So I think it's enough of a change worthy to continue to August 12th and re-advertise.
We have time to re-advertise that for August 12th. Didn't think of the dates. Allison, check it
Oh,
out.
yeah, that's 6 weeks out. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
5 weeks out. So I think with that in mind, to be on the safe side, I'd like to make a motion have someone make a motion that we, what are we doing? Continuing this to August 12th and requesting it to be re-advertised.
I'm
What
just
do we
going to ask this question. Would you want to withdraw this and then just re-advertise the new application altogether? Because we have a whole full application being presented to us.
I think so, yeah. Attorney Sheedy, are you okay with that? Requesting a withdrawal and we'll act on the resubmission? If we can,
Unmute.
there you go.
You're muted right now, Mina.
I'm unmuted and now I have to start the video. Hang on. Here I
There
am.
you go. We got you.
Yes, that's fine with me. Would the applicant have to refile a new recording, excuse me, a new filing fee? Another filing fee?
Shouldn't.
No, we'll waive that filing fee considering nothing, no action has been taken on it. at this-
Okay, great, wonderful. And I just wanted to be clear that they're asking for 3 special permits and a variance, correct?
And
It's probably best that you contact either me or Greg next week, early next week,
Sure,
so that we have it right and correct this time.
absolutely. 100% I will. And thank you for your consideration. I understand absolutely.
okay, so we'll take a motion to allow the withdrawal without prejudice.
I move withdrawal of the 18 Trash Street application without prejudice.
second,
Made and seconded, roll call.
Mr. Nyman,
yes,
Mr. Canavo,
Yes.
Ms. Slickby,
Yes.
Ms. Pratt,
Yes.
and Mr. Parisi.
Yes. Okay, so that's gonna be redone for August 12th.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. The next application before us was the petition of One Babson Court Realty Trust seeking variances for front yard, side yard, rear yard, and a special permit to exceed maximum allowable building height to allow demolition of existing 3-story, 3-family structure and construction of a new 3-story structure at One Babson Court. I would say that there are not enough members present to act on this. So I am going to continue that hearing until July 29th.
Oh, yeah, we don't have enough. Mr. Chairman, I move to continue the petition of One Babson Court to July 29th.
Can I ask one question? Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off. Allison had said it was gonna be continued to August 12th because the hearing on the 29th was full already?
It's only 4.
Oh, okay.
Several applications did not show up that we were expecting to get, so.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
second for Catherine's motion,
Made and seconded to continue to July 29th, One Babson Court. Roll call vote.
Mr. Nyman,
yes,
Mr. Canavo,
Recuse.
He's recused.
I'm sorry, Ms. Slickby,
Yes.
and Mr. Parisi.
Yes. It's a continuance, so 3 is adequate.
Yeah. That's all we had, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I missed the date.
July 29th.
Thank you.
Okay, and our last hearing that we're going to have tonight is the petition of Paula Fallon seeking a special permit to alter and expand a non-conforming structure under 2.4.5 and variance for front yard setback 1.7.2 to allow petitioners to demolish existing structure and rebuild at 3 Windermere Road, formerly 69 Atlantic Road. Ms. Fallon, you're here. We can bring you in. You're muted.
I am muted. Okay. How is that?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, great, great. Good evening to everybody tonight. My name is Paula Fallon, and I own 69 Atlantic Road in Gloucester. And we presented in front of you back in February to be able to, under 3.1.5, to be able to split our lot at 69 Atlantic Road to create 3 Windermere Road. With the intention of being able to update, expand the house, the cottage house that is on 3 Windermere now. Basically what happened when we looked to expand and update the existing property, our builder found that it was in the FEMA flood zone. So this 100-year-old building would have to be lifted onto piles to be able to be compliant, which, you know, would just be so difficult to do. And the property, the actual house is literally only 15 inches off at the property line of our one of our neighbors that lives at 67 Atlantic Road. So our builder suggested, let's try to move it into the center of the lot, about 10 feet away from the property line that it's 15 inches off at this point. And both our neighbors at 65 and 67 are in favor of this and are very supportive of it. We also spoke to our neighbors, our neighbors representative at 71, and they had requested more of a detailed plan and more information. That was the reason for our continuance at the last meeting. And so our builder actually met with their representative and talked about twice actually, and talked about, you know, the specifics. And we really wanted to update the plan and give them more details and give, you know, and have it, you know, have it a better plan. So we really liked the plan. We made some changes. They felt more comfortable and they liked the plan as well, the way that it stands at this point. And we are going to continue to meet with them with some minor things with, you know, like landscaping and the screening for the property. And also, too, we talked to them about the right-of-way, which is between both houses. And we did an initial discussion about maintenance and snow removal for that right-of-way, that road. So, yeah, that affects all of us, all of the neighbors that have access. So we're really pleased that our neighbors are seem to be in favor of everything. We do have somebody, I believe, that's on Zoom, and also John Driscoll, who lives at 65, did write a letter on our behalf, which hopefully you have as well. And also, too, if you have any questions, my husband's here and also our builder is here. And you're welcome to ask any additional questions of either one of them as well.
Well, you're getting really good at this.
Yeah. A lot better than last time.
There you go. Are there any questions by the board members at this moment?
No, none.
Okay, we'll take some
I have
testimony.
one, Mr. Chairman, if I may.
Yes,
I just want to verify that the house, for the new plans for the house, is going on the same footprint as the existing on the site plan.
Correct.
Yes, that's
Okay,
correct.
thank you.
Yes.
I didn't follow you, Bill. So you talking, has the site plan changed? The new site plan shows the new building. It's not on the old footprint.
No, but the site plan that's dated January 31st, 2021, revised June 1st. I just want to make sure that's still the same site plan and nothing's changed during the revision of the plans.
Nope, yeah, that's the new one. Yep.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
great. Okay, we'll take testimony. Anyone in the public wishing to speak in favor of the application, please raise your hand to be recognized. Anyone wishing to speak in favor? Lynn McGrath. Can bring you in to speak.
Yeah, I would. Pretty simple, straightforward. They're great neighbors. No issues. The only people that will really be able to see the house, 65, 67 myself, which is the one that's 15 inches away from the current structure. And then the 70, as they said. And I think it'll actually look better. And I'm totally in favor of it. No issues.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to speak in favor? Seeing none. Anyone in opposition? Please raise your hand. Anyone wishing to speak in opposition? I see none, so there'll be no need for rebuttal. Discussion by the board.
So part of the variance is because you have two front yards, right? And it's the Windmere Road frontage that's not meeting the setback. Actually, when you look at it, it's a very small building and weird shaped building envelope.
Yeah, the mulligan is the 10-foot.
Yeah,
The front on Windermere is actually meets the 30-foot.
yeah.
So I think, we knew what this was coming. This is certainly, we approved the subdivision or the separation, even when it was so close to that other gentleman, Mr. McGrath, who spoke in favor. I think this is a tremendous improvement and will make a much nicer piece of property for the people.
I agree. Yep. I think the fact that either the neighbors are neutral or in favor obviously lends a lot toward that it's an improvement. The neighborhood thinks it's an improvement. So.
So we don't just need variances to do this, Bill, because,
You're demolishing and rebuilding. That's a special permit.
yeah, but, okay. Even though it's a new building, not in the same location. A special permit will get them there.
We do that a lot. We tear down an existing non-conforming building, and in this case, most of it's being made more conforming, except that when you get to the front yard on Mulligan Drive, it's only 10 feet, so that's actually where the variance comes from, how we look at it.
Okay, it is more conforming.
Yeah, even though that's really a gravel drive more than a road, it's still frontage for the property, so they have to meet, they're required to meet the front yard setback on that.
And
So-
can I ask Mr. Fallon a question? Is it Mulligan Drive that you were talking about that is the private way that you're gonna do snow removal agreements on and whatnot?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
No, it's
Well,
Windermere. It's
I'm
Windermere.
sorry, it's Windermere. I
Windermere.
think it was referred to at the last meeting, I believe.
Ah, okay, yep. I certainly think it's better than the existing
Yeah,
building.
it's nice. The
As
new
you said,
plans.
we knew this is exactly, they were upfront when they came for the lot division that this is what they were gonna do, so.
It looks nice. The new drawings are nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay, so if there's no other discussion, we'll entertain a motion.
Yes, hold on. I find my agenda. On the petition of Paula Fallon seeking a special permit to alter and expand a non-conforming structure and a variance for front yard setback to allow the petitioners to demolish the existing structure and rebuild at 3 Windermere Road. I would move approval of the special permit. I certainly think it's not as detrimental as the existing non-conformities. It's coming, there's more space, actually. It's moving back from its setbacks. It's certainly not substantially more detrimental than the existing non-conformities. And it's in keeping with the neighborhood. I think they're doing a modest sized home. And I would move approval of the variance as well. I think that they have shape and size of the lot poses a hardship to them. So I would move approval of both of the relief requested.
Yeah, I would second that. I think it's a serious improvement moving that existing building away from the lot lines into the center of the lot.
Yeah, and the only reminder is under the demolish and rebuild, there are some strict guidelines with the timeline and all that, and that be in the decision, as I'm sure it will be. Okay. Motion made and seconded for special permit and variance. Roll call vote.
Mr. Canavo,
Yes, in favor for special permit and variances.
Ms. Lickby,
Yes, and I'd just like to say, I appreciate that you work with your neighbors on the design.
Ms. Pratt,
Yes, in favor for the relief requested, and I second Catherine's sentiment. We appreciate you working with the neighbors. I think it's a great improvement. Thank you.
Mr. Nyman,
Yes, and ditto on working with the neighbors. We always appreciate that. Yeah, definitely. Once the building's there, everybody's still going to be living in the same places, and it's awful when people don't work with their neighbors. And so anyway, always appreciate that.
and Mr. Parisi.
I also vote yes. Ms. Fallon, you've heard our decisions favorable. Mr. Sanborn, if you'd stamp and sign those plans on behalf of the board, we appreciate that. And we will draft the decision as soon as possible and get that out to you. Have any volunteers?
I'll draft it.
Wonderful, Catherine. Thank you.
Thank you, Catherine.
Okay. Before we go to adjournment, what else did we have to discuss?
Mr. Chairman, did you want to discuss the letter from Attorney Nestor?
Yeah, I'll discuss that. So as you all remember, when the pandemic began, we had the power to continue indefinitely any hearing. And we did come back and take care of one that we had continued, but the one that languished was Commercial Street, the fisheries place, and we had continued that. It was it was in the beginning of it, trying to, with all the engineers and everybody involved and the back and forth with the building department. And so it was an appeal of the building inspector's decision, and we continued that. So naturally, my concern was, okay, so the law said that when the pandemic ended, we had by law 45 days to hear those cases. So I reached out to the city solicitor and was looking for an opinion, because the attorney had come back. I mean, we had said for the building department to reach out to him and tell him we wanted to hear this. He'd asked that we continue it until 45 days after we begin meeting in public, because it would be easier to show and explain and hear in public. And there'd been a death in one of the owners of the trustees of the property recently. So I just wanted to make sure by doing that, we weren't in essence approving something by inaction if we had missed that deadline. And I've been assured that no, and that they've also signed an extension, one of our standard extensions, to allow this to go on. So I'm based on that, I think we just put that off. And once we do start meeting in public again, we'll schedule that hearing to get that done. So just want to let everybody know what was going on. Anything else, Bill, you wanted to add to that? Or?
No, just the fact that he did sign the waiver. I remember back in the beginning, we were deciding whether or not he needed to, but
Right.
this is going to work in our favor that he did. So he did sign a time waiver on that.
Good.
Any word about when we'll get back to City Hall?
Rumors.
Nothing.
I pushed and pushed, and I don't know why. I mean, I've been attending Woburn Chamber City Council meetings in person over the last month, and Conservation Commission, but I don't know. I've heard end of August, but don't know.
I meet in-person property losses all day, every day.
Yeah.
I know the little bit I've gotten out of the administration on it is that they want to keep it consistent with all boards when they go back, and they're working hard to make it available so they can do both ways, continue with Zoom and to continue live. The technology's there. It's just a matter of getting in the sync of getting the people who have the technology who can sell it to you to be able to set it up and get it used and train people.
Yeah. Waste of money. Anyway, so also, folks, there's several decisions in the packet to be signed. We've been really cranking those out. There's a couple more today that we ironed out. And the packets are ready. So anytime people can stop by the building office in those 29 and a half hours a week they're open, feel free to go down and do your bit.
It's 30, it's 35 hours we're open.
Oh, okay. Wow. Sorry. I think I do that by Wednesday. But yeah, that would be great. And things have been getting out pretty quickly, more quickly than normal, I think, and that's good. So do that.
The new normal, Joe, the new normal.
Yeah. Anybody have anything else they want to ask about or whatever? Keep in mind, we're still looking for another member of the board.
I was going to say the same thing. Still looking for a member.
Yep. Because we have had these, I mean, we have a situation tonight.
Right.
They were ready to go. We weren't going to have enough people. There's always conflicts. There's always something. And the 2 extra gives you a lot of flexibility. And if we have 7, as you've seen, I'll try to work everyone to take turns. I mean, an alternate isn't just going to sit there and never participate. I try to make sure of that. And so it's a good thing. We just got to find another person. So with that said, if somebody wants to make a motion to adjourn.
I move to adjourn.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to adjourn. Roll call vote.
Ms. Slickby,
Yes.
Ms. Pratt,
Yes.
Mr. Nyman,
Yes.
Mr. Canavo,
Yes.
Mr. Parisi.
Yes, we
Great.
are adjourned. Thanks, everybody.
Enjoy the rain, everybody.
Well, have a good weekend.
Nice to see you all.
3 weeks off now.
Yeah.
Take care.
See y'all.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Hey, Bill.
Yes.
Hey, I heard the other day, did something pass with the town ordinance about allowing to build more than one dwelling on a single lot?
Something had, they created a new ordinance that got passed up called accessory dwelling unit. And I think you can put them like above a garage or a small little, they're restricted to area. I haven't had time to get in to read what it was about. But yes, there is a new ordinance out that's allowing that. If you really want to know the details, the best person to talk to is Greg Catamatori right now, the city planner. Because he actually wrote it and put it through. I don't know if he wrote it, but he put it through and guided it through council. I just haven't had time to read it, to interpret it and see what it really says. But yeah,
When did that happen? Just recently?
yeah, about a month ago.
Yeah, I was just talking to, I think it was McCarthy was telling me when I was meeting with him. I said, oh, I had no idea. I haven't even heard. So I said, I'll talk to Bill when I see him at the meeting. I'm sure he'll know.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I just haven't had time to get into it to find out the details. It should be, if you go online and go to the zoning ordinance, it should be attached to the end of the zoning ordinance.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, they usually attach all the new ordinances to the end and then do a rewrite once a year, I think, and merge them in where they belong.
Okay, cool.
All right.
I appreciate it.
All right,
guys.
Good luck with your campaign. And
Thank you, Bob. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
definitely.
if you want to
Thank
look
you,
at
guys.
the other way too, we're still working, we're trying to figure out exactly how we're going to go about filling the other job or jobs, hopefully the jobs. So just keep an eye
I'm
out.
always at it. Yeah, I'm always interested. You can always shoot me an email. I appreciate
we
it, guys.
we had to go with Donald in-house because he met all the qualifications. And, we were really,
Makes sense.
we were really, unless somebody really stood out super above it that we could argue to, and that's difficult, given his years of
Understandable.
experience. But we're really scanning to see who's going to apply, and we're happy. It was you and a couple other people that really surprised us, stood out, so it's good. So keep an eye.
Well, let me know, and if not, I wish you guys the best of luck.
Well, thank you.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Good luck with you with your election. If that's where you choose to go, we'll be glad to welcome you to the council. We're going to
Yeah, I
lose you,
appreciate
though,
it.
right?
I know, it's bittersweet.
Well, in order to get off this board, you have to fill it. You have to find somebody to take your seat.
Ah, okay. Well, I'm sure we can figure. Listen, we don't even know if I'm gonna win. We're just speculating here, all right? We're just speculating.
Yeah,
All
well,
right. So, you never know. I'll give it my best and we'll see what happens, but I appreciate the support. I really do.
all right. Excellent. Thank you, Peter.
All right, guys. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Everybody,
Good night.
all right, we good?
I think we are. You happy?
I'm happy. I'll see
All
you later.
right. Talk to you later. Bye.